Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for my playthrough of, or at least some gameplay of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. So I was thinking last night, what game do I want to play today? Because I'm not ready to play the rest of Elden Ring because I haven't farmed the souls I need for the last boss. Um, and I was thinking after playing Elden Ring for so long, I wanted something a little bit shorter, a lot shorter, a bit more lighthearted. I have played the original release of Stanley Parable back around when it first came out. I don't know, like, was that 2013? The description of this one said, which seems crazy to me, but I guess it was that long ago. That being said, technically I played the original release, so I have played Stanley Parable before. I know the premise, but it's been so damn long. I forget the details of essentially everything of the storylines or what have you, whatever you'd call them. But I thought it'd be a fun little thing to do, even if it doesn't last us this entire stream. We could play some of this and then move on to Satisfactory or something, and then play the next game tomorrow, which I think is going to be probably Outer Worlds 2. I think would also again be a bit of a change of tone from Elden Ring. But I tend to like to have something shorter between longer games, to kind of, a palate cleanser a little bit. So, but again, Monk, thank you for coming in and being first and getting another full boss token. That would be your third so far. So thank you so much for that. I did set your total to 1 because you got the bonus for being first plus the 1 extra that you redeemed. So thank you for that. Master PB, thank you for coming in. I'm sorry you're not having a good morning. You had to use the phone. I hope it improves. But thank you for coming in, gracing us with the presence of the Grand Champion, sir, and for both of you for being VIPs. It's great to have you. So I don't know if I should press yes or no here, because technically I have played, but I don't know if that changes what that changes. And I don't remember, any of it. So I'm going to put no. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. And that looks good for me. Please enter the current time. It is 8:06 for me. Oh, that's AM. Does it have to be PM? I think it has to be PM. I'm at, yeah. Oh wait, no. Okay, it does do to AM. All right, there we go. 8:06 AM. Message pop up liar. Wait, what? Yes, it says full of crap. Having played before. Oh, right. Well, I don't know what that changes, and I effectively feel like I haven't played. And it's not a complicated game. From what I remember, you just walk through things. I can't imagine it's a tutorial thing. It could be a tutorial thing, and if so, I guess we'll have a short tutorial. I don't know. Never seen it. It's just a fun game. The main draw is the commentary, and you walk through. It's like an adventure game, kind of, where you walk through the world and get funny commentary about things and go on, like, a lot of wacky things happen. But it's fun. It's like I said, it's lighthearted. Something lighthearted is kind of like a palate cleanser after Elden Ring.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
My mouse is stuck.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, this is interesting. I have a mouse cursor stuck in the middle of my screen. How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of this mouse cursor? Oh no. But welcome in Hole. Thank you for coming by. You said W game. It is indeed a good game for what I remember. Again, I haven't played it since the original release. I've never played the Ultra Deluxe Edition. The Ultra Deluxe Edition is completely new to me. But I want to know why the heck I have my mouse. It's locked in the middle of the screen. That's sad. Death Wish, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Maybe I should... Will I start here if I exit to the menu? Let's exit to the menu. What if I restart the game? Let me try again. Let me try to set the time again. So we will do so. 8:11 a.m. Hang on. Ooh boy. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the time you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Oh, thank you. All right, begin the game. Again. All right, good. All right, it looks like it helped. Awesome. So quit the game and start again. Welcome back is an achievement. Oh, that's good. Okay, where are we? This is a game where it's fun to just go around, look at everything. I think. Oh, you can hear every time I press a button. I don't even know if E does anything. I can't remember. Do you just walk around? Do you actually use stuff? I think you do use stuff. Yep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? Let's follow the narration the first time. Let's see what the default story is. Yeah. And afterwards, start messing with stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
God, this style back in like the Source 2 style takes you back so much.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The back rooms. I don't think this is quite the same tone as the back rooms. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Wait, what? Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm... Okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh, thank you. Quite. You are just the player. Quite, indeed. I am very unique. Thank you. Number of slides on this slide. Charts. Charts and slides. Slides. Wait, what? How is it number of slides on this slide? Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charge of begging. Stop. Oh, it's the boss appreciation minute. Monk, thank you so much for accumulating all your boss tokens so many times. Hall, thank you for getting all your tokens so many times. Getting all your tokens, getting Satisfactory going. That's very nice of you. Jason, if you're out there, thank you for being the boss too, and getting your games. Thank you, bosses. Thank you so much. What are your dreams for the future? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, there we go. It looped around. To do, synergize, core value expenditures, shift global market paradigm, monetize free-to-play. Oh, good. Help, I'm a post-it. The poor post-it. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things. But with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. Ooh, we have our new product. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment. Yes, that's a very nice colored in segment. Very beautiful. The bi-quarterly post-review. We need less reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap? Thank you for the lurk, Hall. I appreciate you. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins, trash cans. Renaming of the ideas bin. 3, firing of me. God, I love this crap. This is amazing. Weekly targeted. Okay, those are just a bunch of schedules. This is pretty good. Oh yeah, this game is great. Targets. Push for funding of R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Wait, please keep the targets on the topic of... Oh, why is that one blanked out? The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. That is great. Where are we? 407? Is that our number? Oh, which way am I going?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, okay, thank you. How convenient. Ooh, nice office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, so Stanley didn't know this. Okay, so what do we do?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Well, Stanley doesn't know that the combination's 2845, so what are we gonna do?
2845.
Uh-huh. But what are we gonna do? Can I play the piano?
Look, it's a VIP.
Hey, Goddess, how are you doing? Hi, Matt, how are you today? I'm doing well. How are you? I hope your work day's going well.
Turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, I love that. Hey, Dark Wraith, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by, grabbing your raffle tickets, and your boss token. I hope you're having a great day. Goddess, you said, I'm doing fantastic. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. What is this game about? It is a game where you explore. You explore your workplace. You explore your workplace. But you'll have to watch it to find out completely. It's a fun game. It's a fun, lighthearted game. I love it. It's a Monday, so
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This is a boss token redeem? It is not. It is a me chosen game. Something a bit shorter. We're not necessarily going for like 100% completion.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. I'm just doing what the narrator tells me. He didn't tell me to do anything yet. Have you ever played this game before, Dark Wraith? Doesn't sound like it. It's, I think this is like a... I don't even know what it is. It's like, it's the Ultra Deluxe Edition. That released like 10 years almost, 9 years after the original. And I don't know, I don't think it's like... I think they remade it outside of Source Engine. Because it was in Source Engine 2. And I think they remade outside of it and added more stuff. But it's a hilarious game. I played the original release. But I never played the Ultra Deluxe Edition. And I played the original release like back in 2013. So I like forget everything. But I just remember
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? It's very much a walking simulator. I'll say that. I have to like walking simulators, but it's a good one in my opinion. Employee Observation Protocol. Oh, can I read that? If co-spite adherence to Protocol 2A and Protocol 202, an employee leaves the office during work hours and a system loop has failed, you must terminate. 2D, please note that employee 432 is a test case. The need for Protocol 2A may seem unlikely. Procedure 2A may seem unlikely. Procedure 2A to 2C need not apply. In the office, contact supervisor and then contact 432 prize pool. If a monitoring screen fails to initialize, contact maintenance and temporarily switch control over to the desk screen. In the case of a class 4 event, close the system gate and consult with supervisor. In the case of class 3 event, close the system gates and consult with supervisor. Prime your console for info dump. Well, that's neat. They definitely must have improved the textures from the original, I assume.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where 427? Where's 427? There we are. Yeah, there's our office right there. The Matrix, it is the Matrix. Our boss is, what do they call him in the Matrix? The architect? Is that it? I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That is what your boss does every day, Monk. He has a camera directly into your office.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Sure. Mind control idle awaiting input. Well, let's destroy it once and for all, shall we? Off. Okay.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is it over? Yes, it is.
Yes. He had won.
Yay!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Here we go, into the wild blue yonder. That looks a little abrupt. It's a very abrupt daylight, apparently.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley. What a good ending for Stanley. Well, that is a good game. Good playthrough. Beat the game. We beat the game. Thank you for joining me. All right. We'll play again. We'll play again. Can I use anything in here at all? I can't jump. Well, that was short.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It was very short.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ooh, can I use the... Oh! Can I turn it back on? No. Well, now we're not going to listen to the narrator the whole time. Before we did the story, we did exactly
Stanley
what the
went
narrator
around
told
touching
us.
every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, you don't know that.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're just gonna do it a bunch. We're gonna go yet? Do I get an achievement? Is there really an achievement to click the door? I feel like I clicked it more than 20 times. Excuse me? Or was it this door specifically? Sir?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Alright, 50 clicks. Let's keep pressing it. Eventually I'll get my achievement. Almost,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, we're looking for 417. Okay, let's look for 417. Where's 417? 420? 425? 417 over here? 417. Alright, we're pressing the button. I'm gonna get my achievement.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Was that this way? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415? Gotcha. Okay, narrator, I got you. 415. Right, down this way. Here we go.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yes, sir. Let's go. 437. I'm running as fast as I can.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, 417. Hey, in gaming channel, he said, "Hey, this is one of the weirdest games I've ever played. I love this game." I don't remember a lot of it, but I still remember liking it a lot.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. Get on the desk. Get on the desk.
Yes, this is great.
Yeah.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Yeah. Let's do it. And thanks for grabbing your boss token in gaming channel. And it's good to see you. I hope you're having a great morning.
We've almost got it.
Yeah.
Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I like the tone of your voice. What are we doing for this guy? What is he getting out of this?
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes!
Yeah!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Thank you, sir. The things I do for achievements. Oh my lord. Somehow I feel dirty after all that. I don't know. I think it was this tone of voice. I feel disgusting. Awaiting input. Can I actually use this? Oh, there's inputs. Is there another computer that has an input? Oh, wait, no. Is there any other? Oh, that person's playing solitaire in there. Is there anything else? Can I go inside any other door? Did any other computer activate? No. Did anything else change? Did my computer activate? Any of the ones in any of the other offices that I can see? Maybe further on. Let's keep going further on. I hate Monday. Well, yep. I feel like there are a few people in here today who feel that way. Oh, can I get in there? Is this open? No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Anything I can use in here? No. Should I go to the door, the left or right? All right, we'll keep going to the left. All right, I can't see what's on the computer in there. None of these doors open. Oh, that door closes. Did that do anything? Doesn't look like it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, let's see if there's anything in this room I can use. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it because I keep trying to jump. I keep pressing spacebar. It's an achievement. What an achievement. I like it. All right, oh, there's anything else in this room. Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Are you sure? Can I use anything in here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Nope. I'm not leaving. This is now my broom closet, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Well, what else am I going to do with my day? It's a very nicely rendered wrench.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm not leaving. Look at that wrench. I like the lighting on it. It's like blue.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
It's a very important broom closet. Like, look at all these items. Like, is that a wrench? What is that?
Somehow its own branching.
Are those
path.
shear? What is that?
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That's exactly what I sound like. Thank you very much. Hey guys, we're gonna get the broom closet ending. Apparently.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That all with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You know me too well, sir.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Makes sense.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Does that imply he's not human? He talks about humans as if he isn't human. But no, we're not stepping in the hallway. Nope. Not doing it. is a formal protest, a hunger strike. I can't even move anything. I'm not doing it. You can't make me do it. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I wonder if there is I don't know how much dialogue there is for this. I don't know if it keeps going or not. Should I actually leave? How long do I need to wait in here to actually have it do something? I have no idea. Are we in the closet? We are in the closet. Do you want to come join me in the closet? Welcome in, Bayleaf. It's great to see you. Thank you for stopping in. How are we doing? How's our morning going? We just got insulted. I got called fat and ugly by the narrator, who said I'm addicted to drugs and hookers. Alright. Perhaps we'll go.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
You go out, but go back in. Well, please don't, for this particular game, please don't spoil anything. I feel like that is integral part of the game is discovering things yourself. So please don't do that.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh, I'm still not gonna leave. I'm Monkey. Are you the monkey? You do. I'm not leaving again. I want to see what happens if I stay in here. Let's close the door again. Is he gonna get mad? Is he gonna insult me and call me a hooker too? I take it you've played this game before, Bayleaf? Mm-hmm. I love this. Yeah, I haven't played since the original release, and I remember really loving it, but it's been long enough that I remember, like, nothing about it other than the general premise, and that I really liked it. Okay, I guess we'll go. Should I? Can I go backwards? No. I guess we'll keep going.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can't go in there. We're going downstairs. You can't stop us. We're going off the rails. I only seen gameplay. I've never played it. I need to get it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of those games, unfortunately, that, like, if you see it, like, there isn't much else to it other than a narration.
He considered
so
the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, that's a good point.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Wait, what?
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, okay, cool.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
It was all... Wait, what? This does not look like our office, sir. I don't think it worked.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, good. Not, we weren't dreaming. We just didn't exist.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow, she's left us there. Wow, Mariella. How dare she? Some hard truths in there. Are you seeing more of yourself in Stanley, sir?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I was looking for the computers. I need to find more computers.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So far, I've only seen one we can do an input in. Oh, look, the input isn't there this time. Oh, there's one in here. Oh, is what one of these must have an input every time we spawn in. Oh. So that requires multiple playthroughs to do. All right, well, we'll do it.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.